So we have a few minutes left. If anyone in the audience has a question for any of our panel participants.
Thank you for your presentations. What I draw from your presentations is your desire, your vow to fight it off. And that's, I believe it is the most positive to say, I fight it off, I'm going to win. Thank you.
My question is for Rachel, was it? I have a similar situation where they said, we don't really know, but we're going to go ahead and blame the birth control pill. How long are you going to accept that? Or are you going to go after more answers? Or
I am. And I have a great hematologist here that I'm working with. And the plan right now for me is to stay on Coumadin for 6 months. At the end of 6 months, I am going to come off for 2 weeks and do another panel of tests. It's hard to get a lot of, to the underlying causes, of course, when you're on Coumadin, because it can alter test results, is my understanding. So at that point, and I'm thinking about it now, but that's sort of where I'm going to concentrate. I'm trying not to obsess over it at the moment, because I know we're obsessing a lot about what happened, and it's stressful that way. So I'll make my decision at that point, make sure I'm surrounded by physicians that I'm very comfortable with and trust them. So that's where I'm at now, and that's what I think works for me, you know, and when we come to that point. Good luck.
My question is for any of the women on the panel, and it's probably a really ridiculous question, but how do you shave your legs? With what? Shaving.
Wax. Wax.
You use wax? Get them waxed?
Belisante, Newbury Street.
Okay. Does everybody agree with waxing?
I would add electric razors are fine, but I also would say safety razors are fine. Don't be in a hurry. Use some shaving cream to make it nice and smooth. And if you're a little unsteady on your feet, sit down in your shower or make a nice luxurious bath for yourself. But you don't have to shy away unless you're really nicking your legs all up. But a safety razor would be okay. Take your time. It doesn't work. Well, you're just gonna. Oh, treat yourself to Belsanto. You'll love it.
My question or comment, I guess, is to the last speaker, and I apologize for not remembering your name.
Madeline.
Madeline, I was diagnosed 4 years ago with antiphospholipid syndrome after suffering from bilateral pulmonary embolisms at the age of 40. And I have just recently been taken off of warfarin because my INRs were swinging from anywhere from 0.9 to 8.1. So the hematologist has taken me off of everything right now, which is temporarily. I've been off it now for 2 months, but it's extremely unsettling to me to not be on anything and to still have antiphospholipid syndrome. So I feel like I'm sort of stuck. I was in an anticoagulation clinic and was taken out because my levels were just, you know.
Do you blood tests weekly, bi-weekly? Or
I'm not having anything done right
no,
now.
when you were.
I was having it done weekly. I was testing at home. I'm sorry. I was having it done weekly. Twice weekly, I was testing at home. They tried me on Xarelto and then took me off of that, put me back on warfarin. So I sort of feel like I'm drifting right now, and I guess I'm just wondering.
I mean, I'm not a professional, but
Right.
when mine has swung like that, and I've gone to 8, and then you go, you know, when you're at 8 and you rub your eyes and you start getting too black eyes, it is, I've always felt that it could be, and it was like this in England, but now with the anticoagulation management clinic, I sometimes have it done twice a week, and it's done from my arm. They say that that's the most accurate reading for that. It's not the finger. And so I come in. I'm lucky enough, although I've gone to clinics when I've been out of town. I mean, but I'm lucky enough to live nearby so I can come in. But it's an immediate reformulation. I mean, it just is. And for me, I was a little unclear about what was said this morning about it taking so long for warfarin to work. I'm not really, I don't think it takes so long for it to work. And if you're at 1 point something and you're in here and they give you the results, I mean, maybe it is a matter of you going in and getting the heparin injection and then starting the warfarin again. I don't know, but it doesn't seem, I'm not a doctor, but mine does the exact same thing, and really for no reason. I mean, vitamin K, yes, when all the fresh vegetables are in the summer, but Irina and I just say, okay, well, then do this, let's do this, and let's try that. And it seems to get me down, at least. I haven't hit numbers like 8 point something. In a long time.
I think the concern was that it was the antiphospholipid syndrome that was making things difficult, and they're not sure what to do with it, so we're not doing anything right now.
I think if perhaps that question might be addressed a little bit by our next speaker, who deals a lot with women who have clotting disorders. So we might just park that until we hear what she has to say. Any other questions? Well, I thank you all very much for participating today. You did a wonderful job.